Hi guys, it's Carlos and
Ahmed
here at Ultimate Fitness Training Protein Stations once again, and today we're doing again the video that you guys so like to watch, which is Ask the Trainer Show. So Ahmed's got a couple of questions for me, more than probably a couple, and basically I'm going to try to answer them to the best of my ability. So over to you, mate.
Okay, so hi everyone. Yeah, Carlos, my first question is about fashion and fitness.
Okay.
Easy question, is it well, not easy, but is it fashionable to be fit?
I think that's a great question. Is it fashionable to be fit? Let me think. I think before I actually answer the question is people, which is probably part answers the question, but I think people now want to be seen, okay? I think there's a lot of sort of ways that people show themselves. You know, social media is massive. Everyone's on Instagram, everyone is on Facebook. We do some way of sharing photos and pictures all over the world to our friends. A great way easy way to communicate between friends and family and loved ones. So I think there's a massive sort of, if you like, emphasis on looking great. Now I don't mean I don't think I don't like to judge people anyway. That's part of my ethos anyway. So I take people as they are. It's not about how they look or what they do or what they have. I'm a very down-to-earth guy, so I don't do that anyway. But that doesn't make me any better or worse than anybody else. It's just the way it is. But I think a lot of people nowadays kind of probably, you know, maybe judge too much, and that probably puts a lot of pressure on how people probably see themselves and think, right, okay, because my friend do or, you know, this gym thing, as people sometimes say, this gym thing, I have to do it too. I need to look like that person that's got big butts and especially girls like big bum and skinny legs and abs. I mean, if that's the way they see things, that's the way it is. I personally don't think people should be that. I mean, you should train because you want to be healthy. You should train because you want to obviously feel better. You should train because it helps your mental health as well. You should train because you want to become a greatest version of yourself. I don't train to show you guys that I'm a superhuman. I'm far from superhuman. I've got feelings. I've got a heartbeat like you guys have. I can do the things I can do because I practice them every day in order to become my greatest version. But that's what I do because I love to do it. I don't do it because I think, if I do it, I'm going to be loved and I'm going to have lots of people after me. Don't do it because of that. I don't think, obviously, bear in mind, obviously, we all do it in the fitness industry and we all want to have more people watching us. Of course we do. But that's not the primary reason why I go into fitness. I began to train when I was literally, believe it or not, 12 years of age. In Portugal, I literally used to sneak into a gym before I used to go to school. So it was definitely my passion to train. Did I think I was going to become a personal trainer? No, but I always had this indication of coaching. So, because I'm a football coach as well. So I mean, even my friends that used to play football with me remember me very much. I've always had this coaching sort of ability to help people and sort of like synchronize and structurize training and look at specific things. So, and I was other thing as well, very motivated to inspire others, a bit of a leader, if you like. It's the reason why it probably made me a better coach and a better trainer that I am today. So that answers this question. Okay.
So I had another question, kind of linked, you could say, but it's more to do with role models.
Okay.
So do you think it's important to have role models, or do role models put pressure on people to get to that point of, you know, to a certain level when they see someone and say, oh, I have to be like that no matter what? Or is it a good thing or a bad thing?
Having a role model, I mean, there's positive role models, there's negative role models. Obviously, I'll give you an example. I'm not going to name any names, so it's better, right? There's positive role models, you know, people that do good things, good things for themselves, good things for the society, good things for others, good things for the universe. Obviously, those are fantastic models. You know, you want to be like them. You want to do things. When you say you want to be like them, you can never be like anybody. We're all unique. We're like diamonds. Okay, so there's no other person like you There's no other person like you. Whoever's watching this video, there will be no one like you. So you are so unique. It's unbelievable. So that in itself, that's a miracle. And I don't want to be like kind of like telling you all this sort of spiritual stuff, but in itself, that's a miracle. Okay, you are a miracle. Whether you're good, bad, or worse, or you're tall, fat, slim, however you want to call yourself, you are a miracle. So that in itself, I think you should think that you can never be like anybody. Now, having a role model, I translate that or dilute that more into like having a coach model, someone that coaches you, or someone that actually motivates you to be a better version of yourself. And that in itself, I think, is fantastic. However, okay, on the other side of the spectrum, you can have role models that got there by, obviously, I'm sure, hard work, or got there for whatever specific reason, and they managed to escape to be at this level where people look up to them. They can be very bad role models, because a lot of the times people aspire to be like them, but the journey to be like them, you almost like, you know, can do all sorts of things, breaking the law, hurting others, you know, being malicious to other people, and that in itself for youngsters sometimes can be very, very, very detrimental, because in the real world it's not like that. It's like it's like almost like a film. You watch things on film. You know, if you watch a James Bond film, I'm sure we all get arrested if you're trying to be James Bond. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you're not going to go out there on the street and killing people, shooting people, and battering people to death. You're going to get arrested, and you're going to get into trouble. But James Bond never does. Do you know what I mean? So it's the same thing with having heroes. I mean, we all have heroes in our minds, but there's a fine line having something that you can look up to and admire, and does it within the regulations, and those are the people that you admire from a stupidity point of view or from a dream point of view, and you think you are Superman. So I hope that answers the question. Okay?
Yeah, no, that's great. That's great. And okay, another question I had, which this is totally different to what I'm talking about. Okay. But I know someone who she just had a child.
Okay.
And she has what you call baby fat or
Sure, yeah.
Any advice to any pregnant ladies out there, how they can, if they want to get back into training, how long they should wait, or can they go straight back into it?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm actually a qualified postnatal and prenatal trainer, personal trainer. So I've trained a lot of pregnant ladies. I've trained a lot of postnatal, obviously ladies obviously gave birth, both cesarean and natural birth. Now, this is not a video that I'm going to go loads into detail, but I'll just give you a little bit of detail. Most doctors will advise you this: after you've gave birth, you shouldn't really do anything strenuous for 12 weeks, okay? Now, I know you probably say, oh my God, my friend gave birth yesterday and she's in the gym next week. Of course, she may be. I mean, you still hear, I still hear, stories of like film stars giving birth in one day, then there's literally doing, liposuction in the next day. Look, I'm sure these things go on, and I'm sure these things probably are true. Are they healthy? Are they good for your health? The answer is no. But if you really want to do that, go ahead and do it. Now, if you want me to answer that question based on professionalism and credibility, and also what you should really be doing, let me answer that. I would advise you, if you gave birth, okay, obviously have a checkup with your doctor and midwife and everything else after you gave birth. Now listen to what they say initially, okay? Now if they say, listen, within 10 weeks you might be able to start doing, brisk walking and get yourself into the gym, please do. After 12 weeks, it's more or less fine. If you've had a cesarean, which is a major operation, sometimes it can take more than 8, 10, 12 weeks to kind of like get healed properly. Now after that, you're more than safe to start training. Now, but what you're going to be aware of, you need to train with someone or you need to do the right things that are right for you. Now, training, what does that mean? That could mean deadlifting 5 plates, it could mean just a brisk walk, couldn't it? Because people are like, is it safe to train? But it depends what you're going to do. Now, you need to do specific training that, one, mobilizes your body, so gets your body mobile, then gets your body structured again, because you haven't been training for a while. Then it gets your core, obviously, back on track, gets all your pelvic floor muscles working again. And then when it comes to body fat reduction, then you get yourself on a good diet, with a good trainer or with someone that knows what they're doing. And also you're going to start doing a lot of obviously metabolic training, which basically burns body fat and you tone up quite a lot. That's the advice I'd give to someone to lose the excess body fat. However, having said all that, don't forget, after you've given birth, your estrogen levels are quite high. Your body fat's going to be quite high, so you're not going to lose that weight. Some people can, depending on whether because there's 3 types of body: ectomorphs, mesomorphs, and endomorphs. See, if you're an ectomorphs, natural slim person, you may lose that weight really quickly. If you're a mesomorph, you may not lose so quickly. If you're an endomorph, you may lose it very slowly. So it depends on the body composition, because some people might be watching this video and go, oh my God, but my friend lost it in 2 days or 3 weeks or 2 months and I haven't. You know, we're all different, okay? So it all depends, and also it all depends on one lifestyle. It all depends if you've got a job where you're very active, or if you're always active with another child and you're looking after the other child. It all depends on that, you know. And you can have other people that are sitting on the couch eating McDonald's every day. You know, we're so different. So, but the answer is you need to be very careful, and you obviously need to know what you're doing and speak to the people that really know what they are doing, and that's what it is. It's not practice. It's make perfect practice the practice. Do you know what I mean? It's perfect practice makes the practice correct. Okay.
Okay. And all right. And last question I have, Carlos, to do with the genetics.
Genetics. Yeah.
So there's a guy I know, another friend, who's been training for so long now, and he said he can't put weight on because his father was quite slim. Okay. He said, I've been training, eating, but it's to do with my genetics. Is that true, or is that?
It's quite funny.
Is that?
No, sorry.
Excuse or something?
Look. The reason I'm laughing, I can just say, look, we all can say this. Oh, I'm quite unsuccessful. I haven't made in business, or I haven't made this body because of my mom or because of my dad.
Yeah.
Would you believe that?
No.
Exactly. And that's what you're going to tell the guy. Like, don't take me wrong, okay? Genetics, right? The universe, my mom and my dad has made me the way I am, right? Right or wrong? No. Okay, they've made me, but I've had to train in order to get into this shape, right? Now I could blame my mom. Okay, I've got my shoulder this way because my mom's got the shoulder that way, and I've got my leg this way because my dad has got. Look, okay. Now genetics, right? A big thing. However, there's no one. I mean, a famous bodybuilder. I'm not going to name the name for obvious reasons, but he used to say you can fight against genetics. There's actually a very famous bodybuilder that won a lot in bodybuilding. He's a pioneer of bodybuilding that had terrible genetics. But you know, I admire him a lot because he actually showed people with shit genetics. He still made an amazing life out of bodybuilding. So when people come, don't take me wrong, I mean someone that's got great genetics against someone that's got poor genetics, same workout, same calories, same work. Obviously the person with great genetics is going to get a lot more out of it, okay? But someone with great genetics, that doesn't mean someone, with poor genetics can't get to a good shape, okay? Now, what you got to realize is this, right? Someone with good genetics, someone with bad genetics, okay? This person is always going to have favored, they're always going to get higher than someone with bad genetics because it's just genetics. But doing the right, correct things, the person with bad genetics can get into it, whatever he wants to get. However, comparing to someone that's got great genetics, not as good. I hope that kind of like, but that's an excuse if you say, oh, the reason why I can't put weight on, or the reason why I can't build my biceps is because my dad's, mate, come on. That's a good story, that is, mate. That's quite a good story. I quite like that one, actually. It made me giggle, that one. But as I always say, there's not a stupid question, but that's quite a funny question, really. Just a funny one, you know. Okay. Could have been a sad one.
Yeah. Okay, no, that's it from me. Thank you.
No, that's cool. So basically, this is a show that we try to do every single day in order to obviously. Do you know what? These questions are great because a lot of you guys got absolutely those kind of questions as well, and actually like to listen. What is the answer? Because a lot of us sometimes got so many questions where, when you're reading a magazine, you take what the magazine says. Now I can tell you, I've read over 1,000 books in the area of physical development, personal training, coaching, psychology. So I've got a lot of, I'm not saying I'm the guru of fitness, please listen to me, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I've got a lot of knowledge about fitness and getting people into shape. So I like to share that knowledge, so that's the reason why we do these videos, in order to become our greatest versions and help you guys, even if it's helping you guys to even 1% a year, that for me, I'm happy with that, because then I'm giving back something in order to become our greatest version, and that's what it is. So with all that said, obviously you guys know I'm Carlos. I'm a strength and conditioner. I'm a personal trainer. I'm also a counselor and a psychologist and football coach. So you know where to find me on Instagram, Carlos Trainer 10. On YouTube, Carlos Trainer. We've got over 550 videos now. We're growing, and it's fantastic to hear from you guys. So don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to visit my website, which is ultimatefitnesstraining.co.uk. And over to Ahmed now.
Yeah, and we have a Protein Stations website called proteinstations.com, and you can also visit us on Instagram, which is called Protein Stations.
Fantastic. So, with all that said, guys, stay happy, stay healthy, stay fit. Have a great day. Bye now.
Bye.